Okay, as I mentioned, I'm putting in the Dragonfly 7 Pro from RayMarine, and the factory bracket made the transducer hang down way too far and back towards the back of the boat way too far. So I ended up fabricating my own brackets there out of some angle aluminum. It seems to hold the transducer pretty sturdy, and as you can see, I mean, we're pretty flush with the bottom of the boat. The transducer may be sticking down about a ½ inch. Okay, and then the wiring comes up. We got a little holder there that you can zip tie the wire to, and the hull has a groove to where the wire can run up through that center console portion. So take your wiring, run it all the way up through. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one of these Hobie through hulls, and I'm going to get that installed right there. So with this plug installed here and the cover installed, the tray, you won't see any of the wiring. This is the scary part though, because now I got to drill into my brand new boat. Alright guys, so that Hobie through hull plug wasn't going to work. The nut on the back side was a little bit too large to really tighten down, so I'm going to stop in my local West Marine here and see what I can find. I'm thinking one of those little deals on the back side that you put run your wire through on the back side of a normal boat might work for this. So we'll see what I can find in here, and we'll get back with you. Let's see, we got their wiring down here.
You hear it a lot from people in Match, because more people have met there's someone on Match than any other dating app. Everyone wants to find that meaningful connection, and Match is not only #1 and first, but second dates too. Now here's a free offer for our listeners. Go to match.com/deal for 7 days free. That's 7 days completely free to search, view photos, and connect. This free offer is found at match.com/deal.
Here we are. Go with the black. Alright, so like I said earlier, I was going to put this Hobie through hull plug in, but the nut on the back side, the space I have where I want to put it, there's not enough room to be able to tighten this down. So went up to West Marine and got this through bulkhead wire cap, and same principle, only there isn't anything on the back side. It looks like it uses 3 stainless steel screws to mount it in place. This also isn't a waterproof deal, so I did pick up some silicone from Lowe's to be able to put up inside the hole there to seal everything up. So here we go. Let's start drilling a hole now. Okay, so I used a 1-inch drill bit there. Nice clean hole, no tear outs. And that plug fits right in. Alright, so we'll be able to route the wires through now. Okay, now that we got the wires through and the gasket in place, we'll be able to put the cap on. Make sure everything's nice and aligned. Okay. That looks good. Keep it aligned. Screws should go in by themselves. It's plastic, so you don't really have to pre-drill the holes. Apply a little pressure. They'll eventually catch. Screw it down nice and even. And you'll start seeing the gasket on the outside kind of squishing out a little bit. At that point, just use your fingertips and just snug it up. No need to really reef down on it too much. Okay. Make sure the wire's up in there nice and taut. Take the silicone. Put some in there. As you can see, nice and neat. And then when we go to put the cover back on, all the wires will be hidden. Okay, so I'm putting the head unit over on the left side. That's where I prefer the fish finder for myself. Trying to figure out where I want to put the through hull plug. There's not enough space here. I think guess right about there. And just be careful when you're drilling too, guys, that you don't put too much pressure. Let the drill do the work. And for the Hobie 3-way hull through plugs, you need an 1 3/8 bit. Don't rush, take your time. Another nice clean hole, and we didn't drill through the other side. Okay, so now we need to run the wires from the transducer up through the hole we just drilled. And I'm not Gumby, I don't have 6-foot long arms, so what we'll need to do is, and what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna get some weed whacker string, and I'm gonna run that through towards the front of the boat, and I'll be able to fish everything through. Okay, once that's fed through, obviously you got the weed whacker string now. You can pull through a little bit further so you can work with it. Get your end that you want to feed through, and a little zip tie or tape, whatever you got handy. Just tie that on. A couple spots. Okay, now I'll be able to fish that through the hole. Alright, your zip ties off, just like that. Get your gasket. This goes on one way. The flat side goes up against the hull of the boat. Okay, once that's through, you can pull the rest of your wiring through. Don't need that much, just need to go up to the fish finder, but we want enough to be able to manipulate this wherever we need to go. So leave yourself plenty of slack. That looks about right. Okay. Yeah, I say that's good. Get another zip tie, put it on your line so you know how much you want out. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this wire sheathing. It's kind of like just like the rod gloves is made out of, same type of material. And I'm going to put that around the wiring. Okay, now that we got the wires routed through, we got our grommet figured out for the 2 wires off of the transducer. We'll put the extra 2 plugs in, and they give you plenty of the fittings depending on what wiring or whatever accessory you're going to put on. So we'll put these other 2 plugs in. Okay, and they kind of feed through the top and then slide in. Just put them in just like that. And then position it over the hole. Okay, it looks good. It does come with 3 stainless steel screws to mount it. Keep that held in place. Make sure it's straight. Start your screws. And again, guys, just finger tighten these. We're screwing into plastic, not steel, so got to keep that in mind. Screw it down until you just start seeing that rubber gasket kind of squish out. And we're all set. So we're installed now. We got plenty of wiring leading up to it. Nice and clean. Wires are hidden up under your center console. Now we got to work on the battery box. So that's it for now, guys. I'm going to get a different sealed waterproof case. I have an idea how I want to mount the battery box inside the hull there. So we'll do that at a later time. But for now, I think I'll temporarily hook the battery up so I can go fishing tomorrow. All right, guys. So if you like this type of video, let me know. I'll keep doing these DIY install videos as I go along, rigging the boat up, and we'll go from there. So anyways, get out there and get fishing. Talk to you soon, guys.